So we are in a discussion about the Ishavasya Upanishad, the mantra 6. This is the talkings we have last time. Is about this interesting shloka. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani evanupashyati sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tatuna vijugupsate. The translation in English is, he who sees everything and everyone only in the self alone, and sees the self in everything and everyone, does not hate anything or anyone. He who sees everything and everyone only in the self alone, and he sees the self in everything and everyone, does not hate anything or anyone. Here we see a characteristic of the one who sees only the self, only consciousness. The same consciousness he sees himself, he sees in others. We say in Hebrew, "Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha." Only when you are able to identify that what you are is the essence of what the other is, you see that you are consciousness, you are Brahman, you can see in the other the same. You can love the other as you love yourself. But I want to concentrate in this last sentence of the shloka. Does not hate anything or anyone. Hate is a big problem in the world. Is the obstacle for love. And we hate things. We think that is the opposite of love, but not. There is only hate. Only hate. The opposite of hate is not love, it's attachment. Attachment is a kind of hate. It's other form of hate. How I can love somebody if I want to limit his freedom? If I want to possess him as an object? No, that is hate. And we go in life and we escape from things that we hate and pursue things, try to pursue, run after things that we are attached, that we want. The Upanishadic literature called to it Raga and Asha, attachments and rejections. Think about it, it's a kind of slavery. Because life offers to you infinite opportunities. This moment is such a infinite amount of alternatives, options. Everything is open to you. But you choose only one direction. Like you are in chains, like slave. Only one direction, that is to escape from all the things you hate, all what you don't like, all what is painful, suffering, boring, discomfort. And don't run after something. In reality, you look for a shelter of this discomfort. So you escape from something And you live, the person who is and live in Raga and Asha, rejection and attachment, live a life of escapism, only escape. You think in the world people look for happiness in bars, in all the ways. We have this entertainment culture. No, people only escape. Escape. Escape from discomfort, from suffering. Escape from problems. So, what the shlokas say here, the one who sees everything and everyone in the self, in consciousness, as consciousness, and sees the self, consciousness in everything and everyone, what is the symptom? Does not hate anything or anyone. Mean, is free from this mechanism that escape from what you don't like. This is slavery. Slavery. You escape to you, if you ask people in the world, what you want in life, what you pursue in life, to what all your efforts, they will say freedom, happiness, richness, love, whatever. Enlightenment, God, whatever, truth. You can put there, all the goals that people look for. But if I am an escapist, and let's say I escape from slavery, I escape from the chains and the pain and the limitation that slavery presents to me. What I look is not exactly freedom, absolute freedom. It's freedom from slavery. I look for a solution to slavery. And that freedom solution is not real freedom, it's a reaction to the slavery. It's part of the slavery. That means that freedom, if you was not a slave, will never exist. That kind of freedom born from the slavery. So it's reaction to slavery. It's something of the slavery is in that freedom. Any solution to a problem, keep inside something of the problem. It's not pure. It's not pure freedom. It's not pure love. If I am in solitude, escape from my solitude, escape from my lack of something, to love, that love is a reaction to my solitude. And it's not pure love, it's not the love that born out of awareness, the love that is God. What means God? Love is God. Yeah? It's pure love. Not related to my solitude. It's not a love solution. And you can apply to everything. People who run or pursue richness. Yeah. Be careful, look inside and you will see, and you will find somebody who escaped from poverty. You didn't see these people that are millionaires and still keep, like poor people, keep misers. Keep the food, keep the sofa, You say, but the person have so much money. No, he never arrived to be millionaire or rich because he pursued money. He escaped from poverty. And you will always escape because you feel slave, you feel limited, you feel alone, you feel poor. So you will always escape, never arrive. This is Raga and Asha, escape from poverty, escape from loneliness, escape from slavery, escape from miser, escape from discomfort. And pursue what? A shelter, a solution. You can be the solution to my loneliness. This position can be my solution for my freedom, for my slavery. Can allow me more freedom. A big salary can allow me more economical freedom. This position can allow me more physical freedom, etc. Go out from my slavery. I want to be a famous writer to escape from my low self-esteem. How I can escape from my low self-esteem. I want to be a good person to escape from my self-condemnation. I condemn myself. How I can escape? I want to be a good person. But that good person is another solution too. It's not really a good person, etc., etc., etc. This is Raga and Asha. These are the chains that make you a slave in life, and you cannot really live in plenitude, in totality. And one day, you arrive to a spiritual book, to a retreat, to some yoga lesson, to some lecture of somebody, and you begin to awake to concepts like the mind, the ego, maya, illusion, the hell. And you become in contact now with a new problem. Oh, the problem is not lack of money, lack of... My problem is the ego. My problem is the illusion. My problem is the ignorance. My problem is maya. My problem is my disconnection from God. And then I want to escape from the ego. I want to escape from maya, from illusion. Many people in this life, they, in the name of spirituality, they reject the world, they reject the beauty of this world, they reject people, they reject everything because they want to escape from this problem to the spirituality, to God. Enlightenment is the solution. Now enlightenment will be the solution. You see, people meditate as a solution. And nothing will happen. And then appears, of course, the sellers of solutions. All kind of course, retreats, books. They sell the solution to the problem of the ego, maya, etc. No, the mantras and the meditations and the methods and the technique and the we have the solution to the problem of the ego. And all the escapists that are accustomed to escape from problems, from slavery. Now it's a spiritual slavery. So it's a spiritual Raga and Asha. But you are in Raga and Asha. You still continue to escape from suffering, run after a solution. This is a God solution, enlightenment solution. Krishna is the solution. Shiva is the solution. Kadosh Baruch Hu is the solution. The solution is to pray. The solution is to keep mitzvot. The solution is to repeat the mantra. The solution is study. This is the solution. Be sannyas. Celibacy is the solution. Celibacy is the solution to attachment. Close yourself in a room. And the Gita say that that is not the solution. Still, you need a higher taste. That is not the solution. And the mind, please understand, this is so important. The mind will continue to try to find a solution to the problems that he created. These problematics of slavery and Maya and ego and spiritual and material and loneliness, they all are products of the mind, a conditioned mind, a limited mind. And you run to try to find solution with these problems, but how a mind that is limited, that is conditioned, and that is the reason that creates certain problematics, can find a solution for the problems that she created. No? Until here you understand? This is a very important subject. It's a very important subject if you want to really one day enter into real spiritual life. Remember, any spiritual solution, call it God, consciousness, purity, Brahman, Elohim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, if it's a solution, will have something of the problem in it. It's a reaction to the problem. It's a reaction to Maya. That Krishna is a reaction to Maya, so something of Maya is there. If your enlightenment is a reaction to the ego, is part of the ego. It's not pure enlightenment. It's not the absolute. So what to do, people say. So what is the solution? But the realization of the ego, the realization of Maya, of my situation, like Ludwig Wittgenstein, he say, if you can propose a problem, if you can propose a problem, you can resolve it. Ludwig Wittgenstein. He said, if you can propose a problem, you can resolve it. What that mean? If I see the situation, the mind, and I see that it's a subjective problem, I cannot look for an objective solution. And if you pay attention, every solution is always objective. It's always from the external, it's mechanical. The medicine is always something that comes from the pharmacy. No? The piece of the car that you need comes from the garage. And the solution to your spiritual problem, that is Maya, that is ego, will come from the book, from the method, from the teacher, from the guru, from somewhere else. It's always mechanical. It comes from the external. But that is objective. And the problem, your spiritual problem, is subjective. It's not that you have a problem, but you are a problem. So, if you are the problem and you are the solution too. If you are the problem, you are the solution. It's totally subjective, not objective, not something that you do by add to your life. So first thing is to stop to look for solutions. Sarva dharman parityajai mammekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshai. Abandon all kind of dharma. Abandon all kind of looking after solutions. That mantra, this meditation, that technique, that method. Stop. And what happens at the moment that you renounce to look after solutions? Arise something that is essential in spiritual life, that is awareness, watchfulness. What you can do except to look, to see. And awareness that is not a solution, because even awareness you can transform in your solution and meditate as a solution. That is absolutely insane. By looking in what is mind, you will see, you will perceive how the problems slowly arise from the mind itself and try to blind you, to close your eyes, to control you, to dominate you, the fears, the complexes, etc., slowly try to control you, and it will be so clear. So clear. That you are the problem. That the problems arise from darkness. Will be so clear that the problems arise from lack of awareness, lack of consciousness only. And when a problem arises from darkness, the only thing that can eliminate it is clarity. Clarity is not a solution for the problem of darkness. Simple. Clarity appears, darkness disappears. Dissolve it. And this is the way awareness works. Awareness is not a solution for illusion. It's not a solution for the ego. It's not a solution for ignorance. Awareness, simple, dissolve ego, maya, mind. Like an acid. Because ego is lack of awareness, is your absence of what you really are. Is the awareness is presence, ego is absence. You are not present. So awareness itself eliminate, dissolve any kind of problem. I go back. Not the escaping from the problem and looking after a solution, not escape from discomfort, pain, and ego, slavery, but to look. It's like if I escape from suffering and look after shelter, and this is the only direction I go in life, I offer to you and I invite you to do a step outside. Do a step aside of that direction, and look. Look in front of your eyes only from what you escape and what you look for. And in that awareness, consciousness, it is the realization that that awareness is what you are. And not only you, but every living being, every object, everything what is, it is only that. How can you hate somebody or something if everything is only an expression of one and the same awareness? He who sees everything and everyone only in the self alone, and sees the self in everything and everyone, does not hate anything or anyone. That means stop escaping. Stop to live a life of escaping and looking for a shelter. Live your life in plenitude, totality, and accept infinite options and alternatives. He who sees everything and everyone only in the self alone, and sees the self in everything. He who see, the rishi, the one who see, instead of escaping, step aside and see.